So let us continue with question and answers on transfer pricing. My dear friend, it is very important to follow the sequence of the section. Section 92 talks about transfer pricing chargeability, which says there has to be, my dear friend, there has to be associate enterprise. Associate enterprise should enter into international transaction or specified domestic transaction, and such transaction should happen at arm's length price. Now we have given effect to associate enterprises through section 92A, international transaction through 92B, specified domestic transaction through 92BA, and arm's length price through 92C. So majorly these are the sections which will be played in question and answer. So far whatever questions we have said or discussed, they are not outside of this 3 to 4 sections, that those are the core sections of the transfer pricing. So you must have a very good control over these sections, and then only you can answer the majority of question and answers of transfer pricing. Look at the one more question. Examine with reason whether two enterprises referred in the independent situation given below are can be deemed to be associate enterprises of the according to Indian transfer pricing regulation. So we are just going to apply section 92A. Different conditions you need to remember depending upon the situation, and you have to say whether they are associate enterprises or not. PQR Inc. US company having its place of effective management in USA. So this is definitely a non-resident company. Has advanced a loan equivalent to 170 crore loan to Mahanandi Limited, an Indian company, on 10th April 2020. The total book value of the asset of Mahanandi is 300 crore. So 170 out of 300 is obviously more than 50% of the book value, and whenever loan is more than 50% of the book value, my dear friend, these two companies will be treated as associate enterprises. The market value of the asset is, however, 320 crores. Mahanandi repaid the 30 crore loan before 31st March 2021. That will not affect. Market value is given to confuse you. Ignore the market value. It is book value which is important. Queenland PLC, a French company having its place of effective management and also in France, it has the power to appoint 3 directors of Godavari Limited, an Indian company whose total number of directors are 8. Obviously, total number of directors are 8. That means 50% of the directors is equal to 4. It is having power to appoint less than 50% of the board of directors. We cannot say Queenland and Godavari are associate enterprise, at least by using the management criteria. So they are not associate enterprises. Total value of raw material. So far as raw material is concerned, 90% should reflect in your mind, because whenever we are dependent for more than 90% of the raw material on any foreign entity, we will become associate enterprises. The total value of raw material and consumables of Saraswati Limited Indian company is 900 crore. Of this, a supplies to the tune of 830 crore, more than 90%, are by Zoel GmbH, a German company having its effective management in Germany, and the prices and terms are decided by the company. Obviously, this is associate enterprise. Look at the presentation model. PQR Inc., a foreign company, has advanced a loan of 170 crore to Mahanandi Limited, an Indian company, which amounts to 56.67% of the book value, not a market value, okay. Mahanandi, since the loan advance by the PQR Limited is 51% or more of the book value of the asset of Mahanandi, PQR and Mahanandi Limited are deemed to be associate enterprises under the Indian Transfer Regulation section 92A. The deeming provision would be attracted even if there is a repayment of the loan during the same previous year, which brings down the said percentage below 51%, and also write down the market value given in the question is irrelevant. Queenland PNC, a foreign company, has the power to appoint 37.50 directors, that is 3 out of 8 of the directors of Indian company, that is Godavari Limited. 2 enterprises would be deemed to be associate enterprises if more than half of the board of directors of one enterprises are appointed by the other enterprises. In this case, since Queenland PLC has the power to appoint only 37.5, which is less than 50% of the directors of Indian company, Godavari Limited and Quinlan PLC are not deemed to be associate enterprises by using this fact. If you provide some other fact, then we will look at those facts separately. Since Zoel GmbH, a German company, supplies 92.22% of the raw material and the consumables required by Saraswati Limited, an Indian company, which is more than 90%, the prices and the terms of the supply are also decided by the German company. The two companies are deemed to be associate enterprises. Very easy question, isn't it? Thank you.